In the last few months, this nation has seen a number of incidents where law enforcement law enforcement killed people or broken people's rights. This is an ongoing crisis, and it is a crisis. It's a crisis in many different fronts. No, you should never shoot somebody in the back because they're running away from you. Just like the father shouldn't have killed that deputy, the other deputies, at least what we believe were the other deputies, we don't believe the deputy that was killed was involved. Should not have been shooting somebody in the back. I don't care. It's cowardice. It's disgusting. It's quite frankly bitchy. Using the New Age definition. Deal with it. Just like an autism boy in a yard with a knife, the yard being fenced in, the officers on the opposite side of the fence should not be killed and shot 8 times because he's walking around with a knife. Cowardly, bitchy, pathetic. Just like a guy should not be beaten and killed because he's beaten so much. Always calling out for his mother, and these officers get away. They should be retried, and we can kind of hope that federal government will do the right thing and allow the sentencing and respect the sentencing, but we kind of already know that that's possibly not even going to take place. We got a problem. We got a dangerous problem. I've said this multiple times and I stick with it. When I was just 4.5, I became a member of what we thought at the time would stay a very small group. People who were very close to first responders killed by other first responders driving recklessly. That type of event where a first responder is actually killed by another first responder, with the other first responder just driving however they want to. From about 1915 to 2015, 1910 to 2010, we saw only about a dozen incidents like that. In the last 15, 20 years, we've seen almost 3 times that amount. I have a criminal justice science degree. That's where my bachelor's is. One of the neat little facts that I learned doing my studies and doing different papers was spike strips. By the time from the person that made this idea of a spike strip to about 5 years after, roughly 50 to 75% of all police departments had them. From the time they were made to about 10 years after, over 75. Today, 99 point whatever percentage of the police departments have spike strips. So within the first 20 years, over 75% of police departments had them. Oddly enough, and possibly a little wrongish, the amount of law enforcement has not drastically changed. It does not go up with the population growth. But here's a little interesting fact. We went 7 years with no officers being killed due to the use of spike strips. Today we can't go 3 months. What am I getting at? The very fact that too much and too many times people decide that it's okay to treat all first responders, especially law enforcement, as gods. Once you start treating somebody else as God, we have one God. We don't have a million. Once you decide that you're going to start treating people as God, they're going to start learning that they're not. And that is what we are seeing in every single which way possible. We are seeing people putting on uniforms, being told and actually feeling as if they're God. And we are seeing them die. We're seeing them die because other officers decide that they are God and they can shoot and kill anybody they so want to. We are seeing them die because they are taught that they are God. And that they somehow or another in their brain think that a speeding vehicle at 60 miles per hour is going, and hitting them is not going to kill them. I don't care who you are, you're going to go flying up in the air and your head's going to hit the ground and you're going to be gone. We are seeing first responders, and that's why this mainly impacts law enforcement, because even where I'm from had a detective killed because the police decided, let me go speed down a busy area. The detective was technically off the clock, just got off the clock, was going to have lunch and went, yeah. Because an officer decided that he's going to speed and chase somebody through an area. You may not want to let anybody get going, but today we have the technology where more than likely, vast majority of the time, you're not letting them go. You're just letting them go for that quick split second so you don't kill anybody. If you're going through a daggone populated area, stop the chase, at least little part. We've seen in the state that I live in now, I believe it was, well, again, this is mainly impacting law enforcement. It's also impacting other branches. We've seen a drunk firefighter decide that he's going to respond to a fire and kill 3 other firefighters. We got problems. And how do we fix it? I really don't know. And what I feel more than anything is that we're not even close to seeing the worst. This year we were awesome when it comes to law enforcement deaths so far. I feel that that's about to turn. We got problems. Heck, we even had an officer die too friendly fire. It's 2025. There is no way that anybody's going to explain to me that that should ever happen. We have all the technology, all the knowledge now to prevent something like that from happening. Don't shoot unless you know what you're shooting at. Don't shoot if somebody who is not the enemy is in between you. You are resulting in deaths. And it's scary and it's beyond concerning. I pray for our nation and I pray for all first responders that do right. But I, as somebody who knows criminology pretty well, am freaking out and scared to death that we are just now seeing something, the beginning of something evil. And evil is caused by too many people putting on uniforms thinking they're God. I don't think that Father is the only one that's going to do this. I feel that he's the force of many, many, many. While I disagree and think that what they did and what he did and what they would do is awful and horrific, I can 100% understand it. We've crossed into dangerous territory. And what I'm scared of is that because we have somebody like Trump who really doesn't seem to comprehend this issue, we are going to wound up having hell born over.